Welcome to the tutorial on accessing course evaluation results for administrators. So this is a little different process than accessing course evaluation results as an instructor. As an administrator, typically that is a department chair, a program director, a dean, someone who has access to see a whole group of courses that are part of a given department or program. Accessing those results is a little different than how an individual instructor would access the results for the courses that they teach. Now we're going to follow a similar process, but I'll show you the differences along the way. In general, the starting place is the same. So you would be able to either get to a link that is going to be sent to you from Evaluation Kit on the morning that the course evaluation results are available, or if you're coming back later in time and want to take a look at those results, the easiest thing to do is log in right to your Blackboard homepage, where I am now. Navigate to the upper right corner of the homepage and you'll see the Evaluation Kit course evaluation module. And again, if you are an administrator in the course evaluation system, you're going to see two links here. You're going to see a link for the Administrative Evaluation Kit dashboard and then a link for the instructor dashboard. The difference here is if you go to the instructor dashboard, you're only going to see the data for the courses that you directly teach. And if you go to the administrative dashboard, you're going to see the data and results for all the courses in which you oversee. So you want to make sure that you pick the right one here. I will show you once we get into the Evaluation Kit system where you can jump back and forth between these. But the easiest thing to do is just make sure you choose the right link here for what you're specifically looking for. So today we're looking specifically at accessing the results from an administrative perspective. So we're going to use the link for the Administrative Evaluation Kit dashboard. And that will take us to a page like this. This is your Administrator Evaluation Kit dashboard homepage. You're going to see a series of project results here in the middle of the page. You should have access to results even from previous terms, so this list will be getting longer and longer as time goes on, so that you can get back to any previous listing of courses that you need to see that were offered in a previous term. So the first thing to do to access some of the evaluation results for the courses in which you oversee is just to click on the overall project title here. Now, I just want to make a note, you may see more than one project for a given semester, and that's because of courses that are offered in a variety of different calendars. So courses that are offered in 7 weeks or 14 weeks or in weekend college will all be listed as separate projects, but they will all be listed by the given semester, so spring 2015 or fall 2014, whatever the given semester is. So that should help you navigate to the specific types of courses that you're looking for. So we're going to use this link to click into the given project. And then we're brought to this project hierarchy level results. So this page in itself has been a little bit confusing. Basically, the hierarchy is the ability to, what level of access to courses do you have the ability to see? So if we click on this drop down, we'll see usually one department listed here. Maybe there's multiple departments in the list if you are a department chair and a program director. Again, deans would see a whole series of departments here. So it depends where you are in the hierarchy and what level of access you have to see these course evaluation results. So you would click off the hierarchy that you're hoping to look at, and then you could generate a PDF report right here. Now this PDF report specifically will take an aggregate of all of the data from all of the courses that fall within that department, and it will give you a report of all of the averages on each individual question. It will not break the results down by each separate course. So this is a very high level aggregate overall report for the entire department. So it could be helpful, but not necessarily the first thing that you probably want to take a look at. In addition, you can jump to the tab here for looking at the results by course section. Now this is probably the most helpful way to look at the results, because there's a couple different options that you can do from this page. First, you'll see at the bottom all of the courses within that given department that you have access to see the results will be listed here. So you'll see the course codes. This is usually the Blackboard course ID. You will also see the course titles with the instructor's last name listed, and you'll see the department that they're part of. Now, to the right, on each individual course, you can use this view icon, and access the individual PDF report, which includes all of the quantitative, Likert scale, multiple choice type questions that the students responded to for that specific course. So you can generate a report for each individual course separately. Or another really useful function from this page is that you may want to just check off all of the courses within that department and use this batch report feature. So when I click on batch report, you'll see that it gives me a couple options. I could merge the PDF results from all of the courses that are available into one PDF. So this would give me a one long PDF document, but it would show me all the results from each of the individual courses together so that I didn't have to download 5 or 10 different PDFs separately. Or I could download the multiple PDFs into a zip file. So again, this would keep them in separate PDF files, but allow me to download all of them very quickly in one click. Or I could actually aggregate the data for selected items into one report. Now this, you would have to actually choose the specific questions that you're hoping to look into further and aggregate that data across the given set of courses. So there's a couple different options here as far as the batch reporting. But this is probably your most useful page for accessing the results from any given course within the department that you'd like to take a look at. As well, across the top, there is the option to look by instructor. So this really just changes the overall view of the courses you have access to and shows them by the instructors teaching them rather than by the course ID. So really just your preference and how you prefer to search through the courses that you have access to in a given department. So those are your main ways of accessing the results as an administrator of the course evaluation system. I do want to highlight that as you're navigating through this material, you do want to make sure that you are in the administrator role. So you see in the upper right corner here, right next to your name, that it shows that you're logged in. That'll show you the level or the user role that you're using at that time to access the evaluation kit system. So you want to make sure this says administrator so that you're looking at the courses across the department. If you're specifically looking for the courses that you taught and you're not finding them here, you're not able to access, for example, the student comments because department chairs are not able to access student comments where instructors of courses are, what you need to do is navigate here from the administrator role to the instructor role, and that will quickly change your view and allow you to access courses that you specifically taught in a given semester.